I have high pride, low self-esteem, and bad boy complex.
I know it's something I should be talking to a therapist, but they cost a fortune and only tell you that it all goes back to a childhood. So I used the money to sign up for an online psychology course. And if I get the certificate, hopefully in May, they even promised me an online internship as a counselor. I mean, isn't that crazy? Imagine what kind of advice I could offer to those who come to me for help. Like, I know how you feel right now, but have you ever considered being a fan of some rock band? If not, I certainly have some recommendations. Trust me, you should definitely try it. It gives you a life purpose and make you unreasonably high every day. I didn't realize that I may have some issues until I began to date. By the way, I began to date quite late in my life because I chose to study liberal arts at 16. Ever since, my life is full of girls and gays. They're very nice people, just a little bit too dramatic. I mean, both of them. At the age of 23, I got 2 bachelors and 1 master, but I still don't know where to find a straight guy. Then a gay friend suggested me to use some dating apps, and that's when I began to lose faith in humanity. I used to be very naive. I'm not proud of it because naivety is a euphemism for stupidity. Like, once a guy invited me to his place, and I genuinely think that he asked me to be a guest. I even brought a bottle of wine. I didn't get raped, in case you're worried, but he did kiss me without warning. Like, I started to cry immediately because that was my first kiss and that wasn't my plan. Like, my plan for my first kiss, I don't know, maybe I wish it happened in a castle, like under the moonlight. And I was lying on a bed ornamented with roses and lilies. There are candles everywhere. Then a Prince Charming appeared on his white horse, and he gently put his lips on mine for just like 1 second. Then out of a pure electric impulse, I opened my eyes, and eyelash shivering. And I asked him, "Who are you?" Yeah, that was my plan. Until this bastard came into my life and ruined the whole thing. I mean, it wasn't that much different. It was with someone you barely know. Anyway, only way much harder. And the whole thing is a little bit Sleeping Beauty, I admit. That was one of my complex. If I keep digging. TMI. Plus, the Prince Charming type isn't even my cup of tea. Like, half of my date was Slavic. Yes, the nation who has a reputation for domestic violence and alcoholism. I even bet they both went to the same porn websites, like the kind of websites demonstrating girls with a dark color and crawling on the floor. I must be very sick to find those guys attractive. Actually, I can tell that they're bad guys. Like, who will ask you to marry him at exactly the 3rd time you met each other? He only said it to have unprotected sex. Even though I still kept seeing him afterwards. Like, I don't know, I just love sitting at the back of his motorcycle without helmet, because there's only one helmet and he's wearing it, just to expose me to the danger of a car accident. Yes, that's the excitement I'm looking for. Admit it or not, romance is often linked with death, like Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet and Ophelia, Anna Karenina and Volonsky. Either you die or love dies. I'm a very direct person. By saying that, I mean, if I like you, I will show up directly at your door someday with the agent provocateur on. All my girlfriends said it is definitely a symptom of low self-esteem. But I'm just worried that these babies won't be perky forever. By the way, I don't have an agent provocateur, because they're so expensive, and why are things for girls are always this expensive? We should definitely be paid more than men. After I broke up with a vegan, aka a hypocrite. Yes, if you find a pig, a cow, or a chicken too cute to be eaten, you are the one who should be eaten by a mutant chicken. Something like Godzilla. If you really want to do something good to the planet, just stop breeding. Anyway, after I break up with him, I guess my self-esteem is a little bit frustrated, and so I want to take a series of pictures. Then again, I'm not proud of it. Now when I look at these pictures, I'm asking myself, who do I want to attract? Pedophilias? I was wearing my insecurity out. One of my teachers gave me a like on Facebook. You have to love yourself. Before, I don't know how to love myself, so I expect someone else to do the job for me. But now, after going through so many disasters with so many scums, I think I get some general ideas of loving yourself. It's very simple actually. First, never go out with ugly guys. Secondly, eat more avocados, celery, salmon, those gentrified food instead of chicken nuggets. Food for proletariat. This one is for joking. And thirdly, just be a selfish bitch and love yourself more than anything in the world. Like what man has done for thousands of years. Well, I'm going to grab some chicken nuggets and dream about fighting against the Godzilla. Night night, bitches.